Hi, I'm Ash from Dynamic Truck School in Queensland. Welcome to Cab Chats. Today I have James from Oz Logistics Training in the truck. He's here to answer some commonly asked questions about how to get your dangerous goods license and when you need one.
Thanks for having me on Cab Chats, Ash.
The question I get asked a lot is, how do I go and get my dangerous goods license? So can you explain the simple steps involved in going from enrolling to obtaining the license?
Okay, so you enroll in a dangerous goods course with someone like Oz Logistics Training Australia, and then sit the 2-day course, 16 hours mandated course, so it goes over 2 days. You'll receive your statement of attainment, and then you take that into Queensland Transport with your current medical and your application form at the end. And then you put that in, you should receive your dangerous goods license within 2 weeks.
The next question I had submitted was, when don't you need a dangerous goods license?
Okay, so you don't need a dangerous goods license when you have a receptacle that does not exceed 500 litres or 500 kilos.
What would be an example of one of those?
Okay, so if you had a fuel tank on the back of a site vehicle, and you're fueling up class 3 machines on a site, it's 499 litres, and you're loading into that vessel when it's on a vehicle, decanting out of it with hose reels, filling up machines. You would not need a dangerous goods license.
Okay.
So if it goes greater than 500 litres in capacity, that's when you would need a dangerous goods license.
Is diesel considered a dangerous good?
No, diesel is not considered a dangerous good as it has a very high flash point.
Okay.
But if you sit the training and you sit a dangerous goods course, you'll learn about flash points.
So James, when do you actually need to have a placarded vehicle?
Okay, placarding requirements of dangerous goods vehicles are broken up into packing groups. Once again, you'll learn what they are when you sit a dangerous goods course. So there's 3 packing groups. PG1, packing group 1 is a high danger substance. So anything that has a packing group 1 attached to it, you can have up to 250 kilos or 250 litres, depending if it's a liquid or a solid, before you placard the load.
And what would an example of one of those be?
Okay, so let's think about your little swap and go trucks that go around Brisbane, the gas bottles. Now, they need to placard the load because the total load is over 250 kilos or litres. But because the receptacles don't exceed 500 litres each, those drivers don't need a dangerous goods license. Now, the other exemption is packing group 2 and 3. You can have up to 1,000 litres or kilos of that substance on before you need to placard the load. But each receptacle cannot exceed 500 litres or 500 kilos each.
Okay.
So if you had a 600 litre vessel and a 400 litre vessel, or 600 kilo, 400 kilo, you would need to placard that load. Right. But if you had 2 at less than 500 or at 500 and no more, so 5 and 5 is 1,000, you would not need to placard that load.
Right. Okay, James, if someone wants to get their dangerous goods license, what are their next steps?
Get in touch with James, me, from Oz Logistics Training on 0434 723 871. Enroll in a course, or you can jump online.
Can they check out with Afterpay online?
Yes, they can.
Is there anything special that your students will get on the day?
Well, I buy everyone lunch both days, and you don't get sad sangers from a servo. I'll buy you a counter meal and a decent lunch both days. Other than that, tea, coffee, all supplied, and just turn up and try and make it as interesting as possible.
And I promise he is a lot more fun and relatable than a lot of other trainers. He will break down the information with you and help you understand it. Thanks, James.
Thanks, guys. Thanks, Ash.
Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe so I can see you next time. Drive safe out there and look out for one another on the roads.